Well, welcome back to our channel and our podcast. It has been so long
It's
since
been
we filmed
too
one.
long.
I was
Too
still
long.
pregnant with this little hooligan right here, and we were living in a different house. And now the baby is 4 months old, and we are in a new house, and tons of things have happened that we haven't even told you guys about.
Yeah, so on this episode, it's really just catching you up to speed, kind of just going over the crazy life change that happened in 4 months. And yeah,
Yeah, we're just gonna dive right in. So, don't mind our little guest that's with us. It is not quite her bedtime,
almost.
and she's a little bit cranky. So, I'm going to hold her and possibly put her down at some point in the middle of this. So,
We'll see what happens.
bear with us.
Yes, I guess the first thing we're really going to dive into is the transition of two kids. The biggest
Yes.
change since the last podcast.
Yes. So, we were one of those crazy couples that decided to do 2 under 2, which our first daughter, Ivy, actually just turned 2. So, I can't even say that I have 2 under 2 anymore.
It's crazy.
But that transition was definitely something. I wouldn't say like I regret it. Were there days that maybe I was like, oh my gosh, why did I do this? Yes. Now I would say it's nice. Like
Yeah.
the way that they are with each other now is nice.
I think too, it like the transition in itself was a lot easier from 1 to 2.
Right. A lot of people say the transition from 0 to 1 is harder than 1 to 2.
Yeah,
And I
for
would
sure.
agree because I already knew what I was doing. Garrett knew what he was doing.
I think it took the pressure off of us too. Of like, we're not as worried. Like, we know she's gonna hit her milestones. We know she's okay. We know she's eating enough.
I mean, sometimes we still, like, I feel like I still act like a first time parent. We took her to the doctor yesterday because she was acting very weird. And that seems very first time parent to me. But I just get worried, you know? And we're still young parents. I feel like if we were, like, a lot older, we might not get as
yeah,
worried about
my
things.
philosophy is I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah. So.
I'd rather take her in and make sure she's good than wait and her not be good.
Yeah, so we took her in. But other than that, it was like nursing was easier this time. I mean, she's definitely a different kid than our first
Nursing
one.
was so. I mean, obviously, I'm not the one doing
Yeah.
it, but like from the dad perspective of
Ivy
like
had such
Ivy
a hard time.
to Sophie. Oh my goodness! Like immediately in the hospital,
Yeah, it
she
was
did so much
easier.
better.
And sleep has been a different story. Ivy was sleeping a lot better. Sophie's sleep was terrible. She
Yeah.
wouldn't sleep in her bassinet for the first like 3 weeks of her life. We would take turns holding her, which and she's also a spitter.
She is.
So she throws up
quite
constantly.
a lot.
The doctor says she's fine, but yeah, we are just constantly spitting up, and it is what it is. So that's the difference between her and Ivy is like the sleep thing, and she is a very happy baby for the most part.
For the
She's
most part.
always smiling.
She's cranky now, but
Yeah,
that's just
'cause-
because it's close to bedtime.
But I would say that it was hard for the transition because Ivy was still young and wanted all of the attention. So that was like a hard thing, was having a newborn and also having a 20-month-old that still wants to be held, still wants to be like your first like main priority. That was
Yeah.
very tricky for me, and trying to figure out how to like juggle taking care of both of them by myself was definitely really hard. And I definitely think I struggled with like a little bit of postpartum depression this time. My doctor said she thought it was more like baby blues because it wasn't like I was not getting out of bed or like not taking care of myself and stuff. But it was definitely like I did not want to be alone. I felt anxious every single day. I would cry a lot. But I also just feel like I did not like this season that she was born in because it was like straight into getting dark
Yeah.
very early, cold,
Couldn't go outside.
couldn't go outside, and it's cold and flu season, and Ivy got sick, of course, 3 weeks after Sophie was born, got Sophie sick. So I was just a stressed mess for pretty much the first 3 months of Sophie's life. So that I would definitely like, if I could have another baby eventually, if that ever happens, I would definitely plan to have them not in cold and flu season,
Yeah,
because that
for
was
sure.
definitely very stressful.
Yeah.
And we can't get out as much. So that's what sucks too, is if we could take walks and like get out without bundling
It's
them
been
up.
so much nicer this week in Ohio.
Yeah, if you notice me sweating right now, it's because it's pretty
The
hot.
60s have hit, and it feels so good.
Yeah, it feels really nice.
Yeah. Well, a month, right? She was a month
Literally,
old.
she turned a month old like the day before we moved.
So Yeah, kind of diving into that a little bit. How crazy are we for moving with a 1-month-old?
That was insane.
But it was needed.
It was
It was
not even
needed.
planned though. Like
No.
not at all planned to move that quickly.
Yeah. So just to give you like a little bit of an insight of what our really like 3-month span looked like after she was born is so she was born in September.
No.
Did I say September? October 27th. I know her birth
Yes.
date. So she was born in October, and then we moved in November,
Yeah.
and
like
then
on Black
straight
Friday.
into holiday season. So it's, I
Yes.
mean, Thanksgiving.
you're a
and then
pastor,
there was,
the Christmas
it
season's
was
crazy.
crazy. So the span of 3 months was quite insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what you kind of want to touch on, just the moving.
Yeah, I mean
and why?
it wasn't planned. I would say like the number one reason was because as soon as Garrett went back to work after his paternity leave, I realized I'm alone with the girls a lot. And I understand that as like a stay-at-home mom that you're going to be with the kids more than the dad is cuz he's working full time. But with us living 30 minutes away from the church where he worked, and it was getting like, since people had gone back to school and school traffic and work traffic and everything, he would leave at like 7 a.m. and wouldn't get home till like 5 p.m. And I know that sounds dramatic because I know some people work like further away from home or gone longer, but it was just getting hard because since he also does work Wednesday nights
Yeah.
and all day pretty much on Sunday, we were not going to see him at all on Wednesdays or at all on Sundays pretty much, because he was leaving for work at 7 a.m. on Wednesdays and then not coming home till 9:30 p.m. because since we lived so far away, there was not a reason for him to come home in between work and church service. And then Sunday, same thing. We had church service in the morning and then he would just stay until youth. And so that was becoming really hard because yes, we lived close to family and that was nice. His parents only lived 10 minutes from us, but we were never seeing dad. And like, it's important for the girls to see their dad. It's important for me to have my husband
Well,
around.
and so, I mean, it was really 2 reasons we moved. First, yes, because the distance. Second, mice. The amount of mice that we had was insane.
Yeah,
So if you
it was
watched our
insane.
last podcast, we were talking about mice a little bit in that old house, and it just got worse.
Yeah, we had over like 20 mice, and that's not even being dramatic.
In the span of a month, I caught 7 mice, 8 mice, something
And we
like
saw
that.
10, we caught
Yeah.
7, and our neighbors, because it was like a duplex, so it was side by
They
side.
saw some as
They
well.
saw multiple.
So it got to the point, we had a 1-month-old. We were having a ton of mice. We were getting frustrated.
Oh yeah, my aunt came to visit when she was 2 weeks old. We're talking. She goes, Caitlin, a mouse just ran across your kitchen. I thought we were done
Yeah.
with mice. We had an exterminator come out.
And
We
then they
thought we
came
were
back.
done, and then they came back. And
So it
here I
was
am,
kind of-
alone, 3 weeks postpartum, or maybe, I don't even know, 2 or 3 weeks postpartum, with a toddler and a newborn, scared that mice are all over the house. And I just like that mentally, I could not handle that anymore.
Yeah, so we kind of decided the move had to happen. So then we were looking around. We toured what, 2 places or 3 places?
Yeah, 2 or 3 places. And I was getting like discouraged because the first couple places I was like, this is not going to work for our family.
It was like no way,
Yeah.
space wise, and the
it's like how
the
nice, like
area.
the houses weren't very nice.
And then we came to visit this place. Super nice area. 5 minutes from our church.
That's like literally the best part. It's
It's
further away from family.
amazing.
Originally, my mom actually sent me this place, and she was like, check this place out. And I was like, no, it's too far away from family. It's like 25 minutes away from Garrett's family, 20 minutes from like anyone in my family. And I was like, that's just too far. But then when we thought about it, it was like, I'd rather drive 20 minutes to 25 minutes to visit family and have Garrett be 5 minutes away from work and us be 5 minutes away from church. Especially because like with the girls by myself driving 30 minutes back and forth, they hate the car. It was rough for me to get them ready and plan timing of like nursing and breakfast. And so it's just so nice that we're so close to the church.
Yeah, it's a game changer.
Especially because we plan to have the girls go to school at our church. And so with Ivy starting school next fall, preschool, it's nice to be 5 minutes away instead of 30 minutes away.
Yeah, it's definitely been a game changer. The amount of money we're saving on gas is insane.
Yeah.
And it is so nice for me when I'm done with work for the day. I don't have to drive a half hour in rush hour.
Yeah, it was getting crazy. Like originally
traffic.
we liked the drive because we went from living on church property at our old position to living 30 minutes away. So it was nice at the beginning because it was like, okay, we get the drive to and from work and Garrett could listen to a podcast.
Yeah, but this is perfect
But
now.
this, it's like, okay, we have kids now. We just need
Yeah.
to get home as soon as possible after work.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a lot nicer.
Yeah, and I mean, we both love the area.
Oh, and another
We love it.
plus, 3 bedrooms. We only had 2
3
bedrooms in our
bedrooms.
old place and only 1 bathroom.
And we have a basement.
And we have a basement. We have 1.5
So,
bath, 3
yeah.
bedrooms, extra like a playroom over here in this corner,
Yeah,
and a dishwasher. Right now it's not working, but usually it does.
it's getting fixed. It's getting fixed.
And we also have a garage space that Garrett can actually park in.
Yeah.
Because before we had a 1-car garage that was so small that we couldn't park in. And I mean, I still park in the driveway, but it's not a big deal because I'm staying home with the girls now, and so I'm not like really getting up early and going anywhere. So that's been nice.
Yeah. So I mean, overall, we're really loving the place.
Yeah, I think I'm still paranoid a couple times. I'm like, is that mouse poop? I think I'm literally paranoid forever that there's gonna be mice
Yeah.
everywhere we go.
But there have been no signs of mice.
No, when we first moved in, maybe 1 or 2
So I
pieces
think
of
we're
poop,
good.
but I think it was from our old stuff because I cleaned it up and it's been good. And we haven't had any issues here, which is so great.
So how would you say, like, the moving experience from your side,
Oh,
from your point of view?
She's trying to grab onto the mic. Moving process honestly was not that stressful. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a little bit stressful when we decided finally that we like wanted this place, and then once we got approved for it, we got approved for it
Yeah.
mid-November. So she's 3 weeks old, I think, when we got the call that we got this place. And I'm like,
I was at a
Garrett was at a youth
retreat.
event. Yeah, a youth retreat. And so I was like, okay, logistically, Christmas is 4 weeks away.
Yep.
We have to move in before Christmas. And I just wanted to get out of our place, honestly. So I was like, the smartest thing is to move next weekend. So it's literally a week to pack everything.
Yeah.
I'm 3 weeks postpartum.
very
I'm still
fast.
barely able to move, and I'm not supposed to be carrying things. So Garrett's mom literally came over for like an entire week every single day, helping me out with the girls so that I could pack. And like
Shout out.
we had our friends coming over to help me pack
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, we
And
did.
just family coming to like hold the baby so I could pack, or they were packing for me. And so we got it done in a week, and we had so many people help us move because I couldn't carry things because I'm 3 weeks postpartum. I mean, by the time we moved, I'm 4 weeks postpartum, and I had the newborn. Luckily, my mom took Ivy for the entire day, which
Yeah.
we had so many
That was a
family and
huge
friends
help.
that like helped us out. So that was great. So honestly, I feel like it was not as stressful as I thought it was
Yeah.
going to be. I think the unpacking process was a little bit more stressful.
Yeah,
because
but I feel like that's every time
Yeah,
we move.
and
Like,
it's
I
hard
just
because
hate moving.
at the stage that she was in, she wanted to be held 24/7 because she's a 1-month-old, and so trying to unpack when only one of us could do it at a time and the other had to
Yeah.
hold the baby.
I feel
was
like we did
hard.
it pretty quick though.
And we did have family, like Garrett's sister came and like held her for like an entire afternoon for us because I was like, I need to unpack, like, because people
Mhm.
were trying to offer to unpack for us, and I'm like, guys, we are the ones that know where things, or we need to know where things are going. So it was just easier if we unpacked and they
Yeah.
just helped us out with the kids. So
Yeah.
that was definitely nice.
I
And
feel
now
like
we're
it was good.
settled. Like, I know some people like still have boxes 6 months later and are like, oh, I don't know where this goes. Like, everything's unpacked, everything's organized. We feel great about even Sophie's room is done, and she doesn't even sleep in there yet.
What are you saying, girly? This was her moving.
Oh, she threw up again.
This was her moving experience. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it went good. Of course, it had to snow on moving day quite a lot. But other than that, I feel like it went well.
Yeah.
I'm done moving for a few years.
Yeah,
until
originally
we buy a house.
Yeah, originally we wanted to buy a house, and we were gonna wait, and we were gonna stay in our our old
Yeah,
place
there's no way we could have
until
done
the
that.
end of 2026, and then we were like, I cannot live with mice anymore, and we knew
And we
that we were
couldn't
about
live
to
with
go.
the distance.
Well, also, we were entering like the winter,
yeah,
and it's been the worst winter in a while.
yeah,
So imagine the mice that they have.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much everything with moving.
Yeah.
And we're settled, and we love it here, and we love the area. That's the biggest thing,
Mhm.
is there's so much to do in the area, so many stores and things. But Garrett, in 2026, we are like on a health journey. We are doing new things. So tell us about this like training that you've started.
Yeah, so I started it literally this week. I don't even know where I found this race. I think I just found it on social media, but it's called the High Rocks Race, where it's a mix of lots of running and then strength training as well. But yeah, me and my brother, we're going to be running a doubles High Rocks race. I don't know when. Like, we don't have a specific race that we're aiming towards, but realistically, we're just kind of taking 6 months and doing training. So I have been running a lot. I hate running, but I'm starting to enjoy it. But yeah, so the race it's 8 kilometers total, which is about 5 miles, somewhere in there. 1 kilometer is 0.62 miles. So, and then between each kilometer, you have to do a station, whether it's burpees or rows or lunges with a weight on your back. But yeah, so it's gonna take a while to train to be able to get to the level where we can actually race quickly, but it should be good.
I'm excited for you guys. I think that's super fun, and I'm kind of like joining the journey a little bit. We have started eating pretty healthy and meal prepping pretty much every dinner. That's what we're doing, is like for lunches, we're trying to do things that are just like healthier, like fruits. And like we did turkey sandwiches this week, which like if you guys are health nuts and you don't think that's healthy enough, you know what, we're trying our best.
When Caitlin came out of nowhere this week and said we should run a 5K.
Yeah, I want to take 2026 and kind of, this sounds stupid, but figure out who Caitlin is again after having back-to-back babies in less than 2 years. I feel like I've been mom and not like let my body go, because obviously I grew 2 babies, but if I'm not going to have kids for years or never again, then I want to take care of my health and be the best like healthy version of myself for my girls and for myself as well. So I was like, wouldn't it be cool if we like ran a 5K, like if I trained enough? And so I'm starting my own like workout journey this week. I've been working out a lot, doing Grow with Jo at home workout videos. I'm obsessed with her. Did those before our wedding, have done those for years, and I love her, and she lost so much weight after postpartum. So I'm trying to kind of be on that journey while being careful, since I'm still nursing, don't want to lose my milk supply or anything. But we are meal prepping dinners, eating very healthy for dinners, low fat, high I almost said high carbs, high protein, not high carbs. And just trying
high
to
protein,
be
low fat.
more mindful. And like I at least really like sweets. So instead of doing like cookies and brownies and stuff, I've been making like energy bites, and I just made these like yogurt bites that we put in the freezer. And just trying to be more mindful about what we put in our bodies and moving our bodies. And I already kind of feel like improvement in like my energy, and I'm starting every day waking up before the girls, which this is like new because Sophie was sleeping terribly. So I've been waking up early and doing Bible reading every morning, and I just feel like my mood has improved so much. And it's also, maybe it's because I'm 4 months postpartum, or maybe it's because I started this stuff, but I feel like my depression/anxiety is a lot better. So I'm excited for what this year holds.
I'm excited.
And what we do and what you do.
Yeah, I'm excited to see our progress.
Yeah.
I mean, week 1, I've already seen a good amount of progress.
I feel like a lot of times I start things like this and then like don't complete it. But I think since we're both doing it together, I think we're going to like be able to do it. Definitely. Obviously, I'm not training for whatever the heck these guys are doing. But just like the eating healthy, moving our bodies, working out, trying to do our best with that, and being able to like hold each other accountable, I think we're going to do really good with it. And I'm very like
excited.
Serious. Committed is the word I was looking for this time, especially because I know I'm not going to be getting pregnant again.
Yeah. So last thing we'll kind of touch on, just to kind of catch you up to speed of where we're at and where we're going.
Yeah.
Caitlin, you're starting something super, super exciting next month?
No, this month.
It's March already.
Yes.
Oh my
so
goodness.
In 2.5 weeks, I am going back to school. Am I crazy? Yes. I actually like applied for this college, just wanted to see if I could get in, and was planning to start in the fall. And then I had a conversation with the admissions team, and they were like, just start now. Like, it's 8-week courses. They're super laid back. It's all online. And so I talked to Garrett, talked to his mom, who's going to be helping me out with the girls while I'm doing these classes, and decided I might as well start now. I have an associate's degree that I finished in high school, and I really wanted to pursue mental health counseling. So I took a lot of my classes in psychology. So I'm actually halfway done with my bachelor's already. I should finish, if it's not too overwhelming, I could finish by the end of 2027. So we'll see if that happens. I don't want to stress myself out, so I'm not going to say that I'm graduating next year. And
she just threw up a lot. She's a spitter. As you can see.
Yeah, and she's throwing up all over me. It is what it is. But I'm starting with just 2 classes. It's 8 weeks. It starts March 23rd, I think it is. So we'll see what happens. I was so excited about it, and now I'm getting a little bit stressed. So I'm a little bit like, oh no, should I have done this? But it's going to be good for me. I'm getting my bachelor's in biblical counseling, and then I'll continue on to my master's in clinical counseling. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about
And this
it.
is something we've been praying about for quite a bit of
Yeah,
time
I really
now.
felt like, because I'm a pastor as well as Garrett,
Yeah.
and we were actually about to become licensed. We did all the exams. We just have an
Well,
interview.
we're about. Did you say we were going to be?
No, we're about
Oh,
to be.
yeah, we're
we're
about
about
to
to
be.
be
Okay.
licensed. We're certified ministers, about to be licensed ministers.
Yeah.
And I love that. Like, I definitely feel called into the ministry and stuff. But in this season of life, I really do feel like God wants me to go back for counseling.
Yeah.
And that's definitely a ministry in itself. And it can
Absolutely.
help me with our youth students as well and our young adults. And just like long term as well. I'm not going to be a stay-at-home mom forever, especially not to be like rude to pastors, but on pastor's salary, it's not the best to just live off of the one salary. So once the girls go to school, it'll be kind of great. By the time I finish my schooling, both girls will be in school. I think so. Sophie
Yeah.
will be in kindergarten. Ivy will be in first or second grade.
Yeah, it'll be perfect.
So it'll be kind of perfect because I'll
I mean,
be working
really,
and they'll kind of be in school
if
already.
you think about it, this is the perfect time to go back to college.
Yeah.
Because then it's, you're still at home with them, you're still
Mhm.
around them, and you're able to do
But I'm
college
still
on the
working
side
towards
as
a
well.
goal, to have
Yeah.
a career.
And then it's perfect instead of waiting and starting once they go back to
Yeah.
school.
Yeah, and we originally were going to homeschool them. Honestly, if they weren't going to go to a private school that was
Yeah.
literally a part of Garrett's work, I probably would have homeschooled.
Yeah.
But for at least until middle school, we'll probably send them to this private school.
Yeah.
Because we just think it's probably best.
Yeah,
for
and then
them.
we'll probably just give them the choice if they want to
be homeschooled and
be
do college like I
homeschooled,
did.
or if they want to go to like the private school.
Yeah,
high school
definitely
that a lot of
never
them go
public
to.
school.
Yeah.
Private school will definitely be our choice.
For sure.
But we'll kind of let them make that decision.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited, and we'll have to keep you guys updated on how it goes because it's been
Yeah.
how long? Since 2021. So I have not been in college since 2021. So
Yeah.
it's been a while.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll just have to kind of keep you guys updated with all of that kind
Yeah.
of fun stuff.
But we've been
But
busy, that's for
We've
sure.
been busy. Yeah.
And I think that our channel is going to turn more towards podcasting and maybe some vlogs here and there about like just like big life events.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys like the podcast like format, make sure you give us a like and subscribe and comment like what you want to see from us. Like,
Yeah. If you have any
think
questions,
we're gonna have some special guests on the podcast.
Yeah, I think the
too.
next podcast is planned with one of our good friends that's actually in our young adult ministry.
Yeah.
Um,
So we're gonna have tons of different guests on
Yeah.
the podcast as well. Maybe some celebrities. I'm just kidding. We don't know any celebrities.
we are the
but
celebrity. No, I'm just joking.
You can hope, right? So we're just a feel good couple parent podcast. So we hope you guys will just join along with us and continue to watch.